woman, a mother, wife, friend, sister, auntie, cousin, and I am you. And I have gone through my own struggles, challenges, failures, betrayal, embarrassment, shame, and fear. I allow people, fear, judgment, and lack of confidence stop me from following my passions and purpose. And I am on a journey to change my life, and I invite you to take the journey with me. What is my background? I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago in an apartment building. My parents sheltered me and had a lot of influence on my decision making. From a very early age, I was always passionate about singing, dancing, and performing. And while I did do some of those things early on, like winning first place in a college national dance competition that was aired on ESPN, becoming a Chicago Bulls cheerleader and dancer, and a background dancer for various local groups, including Avant and Public Announcement. But long term, I didn't continue to pursue my passions. I got, quote, a real job and buried those passions. Here and there, I've done some acting and modeling, but that real job has been a long-term career in sales and training in the pharmaceutical, nutritional, and dental industry. I thought I had done everything right. I got married, raised 2 kids, but felt like my whole life revolved around other people and not me. And even after feeling I had done everything right, I found out that my husband had been unfaithful, and it rocked my world. I separated from him, and that began my journey of reflection and self-discovery. I realized the role I played in my life, in my marriage, and other relationships, and I vowed to do something different in the next phase of my life. I reconciled with my husband, started communicating my honest feelings, and began to create boundaries and try new things and return back to the passions that I once buried. Being in the second part of my life, I noticed that in having conversations with other women, I was not alone in my experiences and in my journey, which prompted me to want to create a community for women to have discussions that we don't always have with each other. I wanted to understand how to step outside of my comfort zone, how to create more joy in my life, and help other women do the same. This led to me creating the podcast. I am the creator, writer, and host of Woman I Am You podcast, and I am also the singer-songwriter for the podcast intro and outro song. I decided to dedicate the rest of my life to new experiences and living out my passion and purpose. In a world of confusion, frustration, discontentment, and pain, we need a place to go to feel seen, heard, and understood. A place of love, openness, honesty, comfort, and understanding. As women, we go through so many challenges and we wear multiple hats, from caring for others to trying to meet unrealistic expectations of ourselves. And we think we need to do for others. And many times we lose ourselves in the process. So what do you do when you go through these failures, obstacles, and embarrassing situations? Sometimes you face it alone. Wouldn't it be great to have a community of women that you trust and can turn to for good, solid advice, solutions, tools, and resources to help you through those hard times and help you create the life that you want? A life that's filled with joy. Women are powerful and amazing, and we deserve the best. We deserve a life that is full of joy. We all are born with gifts and talents and passions that we sometimes ignore or bury due to family, friends, and societal expectations. Woman I Am You is the solution. Through hearing personal and professional experiences of women who have found ways to break the mold, we recognize ourselves in their stories and journeys. These discussions and stories impact our perspective on ourselves and on others, and it inspires us to make changes to our lives. My ask is not just to be a partner, sponsor, or contributor to a podcast, but a part of a movement to empower, inspire, and encourage women to follow their purpose and passion, use their gifts and talents, and work together to create joy within themselves and throughout the world. The differences between season 1 and 2 of Woman I Am You is that season 1 was about understanding where you are in your life currently and how you got there. In order to find joy, you have to know where you came from to know where you want to go. We discussed acceptance, decision-making, adversity, putting a plan together, and paying it forward. And season 2 is about empowering you to become the expert of your inner joy. We define and describe what inner joy is and delve into reconnecting to your voice after you've been beaten up by life. Seeing yourself in a situation and taking a step back and watching yourself from the sidelines. Are you leading with love, anger, or fear? We talk about self-doubt, guilt, and shame, and how to redirect the conversation you have with yourself. We discuss trusting yourself and trusting the process, knowing when to push through or change course, and managing life when everything is a priority, and strategies to keep on working on yourself. No matter what you are going through, remember this: joy comes from within. The external is what supports what is going on in the inside. So let's surround ourselves with a life that is full of joy. Hey, woman.